Hey Carlos, this is Corey Schneider, the SEO expert, and I just wanted to shoot you another quick video here. I got your form you filled out, and thanks for applying and filling all that out thoroughly. And I believe you do qualify here to work with me, and I just wanted to shoot you one quick other video based on some background research I did about your business and kind of the keywords you are looking to optimize and market your site towards and position it in the places at the top of Google where you're going to be getting all those phone calls. Okay, so I wanted to shoot you a quick video here, really quick, and break it down for you a little bit more. Okay, so some of the keywords you mentioned are in here, as well as other ones that I thought would suit your business and what you would want your website where you'd want your website to be positioned at. Like obviously Dennis, Glendale, CA, it's searched 260 times a month. And so all these numbers here on the right are the times each individual keyword or on here on the left is searched. So dental implants, Glendale, California, or CA exactly, is 20 times, okay, roughly. Dennis in Glendale, California, 70 times. So I'm adding all of these up, and we want to position your site at the top so you are getting all the traffic from this, okay? So the total search volume for all these keywords is 780, okay? So keep that in your back of your mind with what I'm about to tell you next and what we're going to go through, okay? Next slide, okay. So the total keyword search volume that you get, that's 780, right? When you are in number one, two, three, or fourth position of Google, okay, you are roughly gathering about 40% of the search volume from all those keywords, okay? Not all of them will jump into your site. So to be safe, we even rounded it down to 40. It can be closer to 50 sometimes. So we wanted to just play with low numbers here as an example, okay? So 780 here of all the search volume of those keywords times 40%, okay? And what the number we're going to get here, this number is the amount of people we're going to get clicking onto your website and potentially calling your guys' phone and then coming in your clinic as a new patient, okay, or client. Okay, so 312 are going to be clicking onto your website, okay? With that said, keep that in mind. Now, Google AdWords, you probably know what that is. That's how you can advertise your business through Google, okay? When you're doing a search, you see at the top a little yellow thing that says ads. So there's a lot of your competitors are doing AdWords as well too. And I just want to show you the amount of money you would spend if you decided to do Google AdWords, because it's just astronomical, honestly. It's a crazy amount of money you spend with Google. Okay, so CPC, okay? That is short for cost per click, and that's how Google charges people. They don't even charge you to generate revenue, it's just per click. So the amount, and this is across public board, I'll show you in the next slide, it's $11.77 for advertising for dentist in Glendale, California. So say you wanted to get 312 clicks, right? Remember, it's per click, and that's the amount of people we can get to your site. If you times that times the per click cost, you'd be paying $3,672.24 every single month, month in and month out. And it's not even long-term or organic positions. You're paying just per click, and then if you stop paying that, it disappears. You got to pay this amount of money, okay? So what I wanted to do this, or how I wanted to do this, I wanted to break it down to you this way because I kind of judge on how I work with clients if they qualify with me first, and you filled out the form, and I believe you do. I show them how much it would cost doing it with Google, because essentially it's the same thing. Google's putting you at the top, but it's much more expensive, and it's not a long-term strategy that you want to keep clients coming in and month out and keep that phone ringing and new clients continuing to come in, okay? With that said, the cost per click, this is another public information. You can look this up too. Only 15% of the total searches out of the 780 searched of all those terms, only 15% of those people click on the ads. So you really couldn't even, with all this search volume, you couldn't even get 312 people to click on your site, because think about it, 15% only click on the total amount of ads, and your ad gets cycled with all these other companies in Glendale. So if you times 15% times 780, the most you could get, and that's sharing it with everyone else that's advertising for Glendale dentists. So 117 clicks you would share with 5, 6, 7 other dentists. So you wouldn't even get nearly as close to 312 that you would do getting organically, and someone that an SEO expert knows how to do and position you there. And not to mention too, people know when there's an ad, when it's an ad versus when it's organic, and the psychology behind it. People trust the organic rankings a lot more because they know that Google has to put ad right by their ads there. So clients and people looking for a dentist, they believe a better answer is by someone in the organic, and that's why 85% of people will click on the organic searches and only 15% will click on the ad. So I wanted to explain that to you. So typically how I charge clients is I do about 60%, roughly 60, anywhere from 50 to 60% less than what Google AdWords is doing, okay? Or what you would be paying with Google AdWords, okay? So way, way, way cheaper. Anyways, let's move on to the next slide. There's something I want to show you there, okay? So this right here is called scmrush.com. You can go there and see how I typed here at the top, Dentist Glendale, California as a keyword. And I just wanted to point this out to you so you know that my information on the previous slide was credible. CPC, see right there, cost per click. This is paid search. They bring it up for you what Google charges, $11.77 there. You can go check that out yourself. Type in Dentist Glendale, California, and you'll see that right there. So that's how I got that number. As you can see, the volume here, this is the search volume organically, like I showed on that first slide, 260 times. So we added up all those key terms, and that's how we got 780 search volume. And here I just wanted to show you this little picture here too. See, these are the ads if you didn't know what AdWords is. And this is how you're paying over $10 per click into your website, not even to get the phone ringing, you know. So I wanted to point that out, and that's how that works, okay? Next slide. Okay, so out of the 312 viewers, we're going to get to your website, and this is the number on the low end. Remember, we're using lower numbers, okay? How many of them can we convert into customers? Because it's one thing to get the clients to click on, or the future clients to click on your website, but then you have to factor down what percentage of them are actually going to turn into your clients, not only for that month, but the lifelong, like, we want to turn these clients into lifelong clients, because obviously you guys are going to do a good job and they'll continue to come back, okay? So we estimated, just to show you how powerful this is and what we can do, is we chose a tiny number, a smaller number, 12%. So we're saying out of 312 people that are going to come to your website, let's say only 12% turn into clients that call you and come in the door. 12%, only 12% of that 312 are coming in the door as new clients. So what we do here is we take 312 times 12%. That's 37.44 new clients. So you can either round it to 37 or 38 new clients every single month. Because remember, that search volume is new people searching every month. So you're generating new clients of 37 every single month. And I believe on your form, you were trying to shoot ideally for 35. So you're above that mark on the lower margins of numbers even. So you can easily, with your website and how clean it is, it's going to convert better than 12% most likely. We just use a lower number, you know, for an example, because we want to, you know, we want to be realistic, and we just want to show you, you know, we don't want to go crazy here, but what I was saying is you could get easily 20 to 30% conversion rate. Okay, so this is on the lower end. So with all this said, right now your competition is winning. And why is that? Because they're in the positions that you should be at, okay? And the amount of revenue you're losing it's an insane amount of number, more than I even thought, okay? So the next slide, I'm going to show you what your competition is making instead of you. And so let's get right to it. The last slide, revenue being lost, okay? We times this right here by 37 is the amount of new clients that you're getting from those numbers, okay? And we're going to assume the dentists make around the same amount you make on an average client. And we just use 1,500, okay? because they're in the same niche, they're dentists as well, and they probably charge similar rates. So 1,500 times that is 56,160 per month is what they are adding from new clients, generating business per month. Okay, and what this is turns out to be yearly is 673,920, an insane amount of money for a year revenue of what you're losing by not being in those positions up front and center. Okay, so we want to be the solution to that issue. We want this number going into your pocket, which is very possible. And not to mention, this is just the amount of money you make from them coming to you once. Remember, you're going to take good care of them, and I didn't even calculate the numbers you would make from the longevity of the client and how much the client would be of value to you for the lifelong of the client. So this is just money generated, new revenue from the amount of new clients coming in each month. So it'd be a lot more than this too. Remember, we were using low percentage numbers as well too. So it's a lot of money with the numbers we're seeing and the search volume we're seeing in your city. And it's absolutely crazy, honestly. So we want to fix that, and we want to get you there up front and center, and this amount of money going in your pocket instead. With that said, that's kind of all I had. I wanted to break that down to you and how the numbers work, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.